Artificial intelligence, there's a lot of great things that we can do with it. There's a lot of time that we can spend thinking about solutions that don't really come to fruition or solve problems for us. And so whether you think you're using it or not, you're using it, and you're using it probably quite effectively because the experts in the industry are giving us solutions that leverage AI. I think it's confusing to the average consumer of technology. If I'm confused by what the parameters of AI or what the capability and functionality of AI is, the first reality you need to have is that people sitting in your shoes who are an expert on AI and technology and know how to leverage that are using it every day in the products you're developing for restoration companies. So have it open, use it on your desktop, use it occasionally, figure out how to make your job a little bit easier. There's great things for scheduling, for content development. There's things that I can do to make my business life easier, more streamlined. I do think there's a lot of opportunity in training, in trying to guide the people in the field doing the work in the field on getting them awareness of the things they should be doing or seeing.
We took quite a journey. I have this one topic that everyone is talking about that I also want to discuss with you because we also brought it up in Orlando. So AI in the insurance industry, it's a big topic. There's lots of conversations about that. Is that something you already see when talking to clients? Does it? I mean, we see the polls around. Okay, we are using it, but I mean, what's your view from the field? Like, where are we?
So a couple. The first thing is it's real. It's transformative in a lot of ways, but not in as many ways as people want it to be or think it is. I think it's confusing to the average consumer of technology. Like, oh, I should be doing more. There is something out there. There's a few people, my friend Russ Palmer, who really is embracing and doing a great job, and it's streamlining a lot of things within his company. There's the average restoration owner or manager who uses it occasionally to write some advertising content or something else, and that's the most common application. And so a couple things I think about this. The first one is if I'm confused by what the parameters of AI or what the capability and functionality of AI is, the first reality you need to have is that people sitting in your shoes who are an expert on AI and technology and know how to leverage that are using it every day in the products you're developing for restoration companies. And so whether you think you're using it or not, you're using it, and you're using it probably quite effectively because the experts in the industry are giving us solutions that leverage AI. And so artificial intelligence, there's a lot of great things that we can do with it. There's a lot of time that we can spend thinking about solutions that don't really come to fruition or solve problems for us. And so that's where you can get kind of off track. One of the recommendations a long time ago that I'd heard, I think this was really smart. One of the simple applications is the generative AI programs, ChatGPT, Gemini, programs like that. Find one that you feel comfortable with, keep it open on your desk, your desktop, and occasionally play with it on a daily basis. Like give it 5 minutes. Like, oh, I'm gonna take and rewrite this and see what happens. I'm gonna put a contract through this, do an NDA. I just did an NDA yesterday. I'm like, oh, this is really easy. It's a lot easier than trying to go and change a document that I had before. It's like, oh, good. I'll just have it produce it. So there's things that are simple and easy that I can do, and I can just play with it. So have it open, use it on your desktop, use it occasionally, figure out how to make your job a little bit easier. There's great things for scheduling, for content development. There's things that I can do to make my business life easier, more streamlined. Find those applications, but realize that if you're not really big into this, you're still getting a lot of the advantages by the research being done from the experts. And so, yes, I think it's going to be transformative. I think it's going to change your business, but I think it's going to be leveraged through other resources pretty well. And so that's kind of my advice looking at it, because we're really trying to focus on how to restore lives and livelihoods. Don't take your eye off the work that we do and that we're truly really good at, and then also task people in your company to start playing with it and develop some sort of a program where you have people coming with ideas. Hey, can you find 3 things we can use AI for in the next 30 days to make our life easier? So if you have people, suppose you as the owner sitting there trying to direct where we're going in the business, and you push it down to people doing the work that we do, I think you can find some solutions that be quite effective. I think it's important. I think an awareness of what the capabilities of AI um, is, what it can do and be for your business is good. And find our peers that are doing some stuff. The RIA has a task force on technology, and they're doing a lot of work on AI. So figure out what other people are doing and see where that fits into your company. But also realize you're running a restoration company, so take care of business, but keep an eye out forward to where we're going and be aware.
Yeah, cool. I mean, pleasure listening to you. I mean, we at Magic Plan have been deploying AI computer vision models since the inception, and are now really excited about bringing those language models on. I think one showcase I now start talking about is kind of having a live companion with you on site to do real on the job training. Because kind of while you're using your device to sketch out the property, it can kind of help you on spotting what is key information and whatnot, and guide you through the process. So that's something that I'm like currently like to talk and showcase about. And I mean, maybe you have some thoughts around this, but that's where we are excited. And yeah, I mean, as you mentioned, we are using it every day. We are putting it into our product for the restorers to use, and we want to, and we see tremendous value that we can bring there.
Yeah, I think that's great. I do think there's a lot of opportunity in training and in trying to guide the people in the field doing the work in the field on getting them awareness of the things they should be doing or seeing. You may be putting on a pair of 3D goggles and seeing through walls at some point. I'm not sure where that fits. I think that's kind of kept me in the last 5 years from developing some technical training programs, just because I think the lifespan of technical training is going to be shortened because it's just going to become so radically different in the future. And so that being said, there's a lot of things out there. Almost so much so that we stop being an expert in our core competencies, and we start trying to figure out what other things we maybe could be doing or what we're missing out on. And so I'd caution people that be aware of what the opportunities and options are, what people are doing, and then know that they got great companies like Magic Plan bringing resources that are real time, that are vetted, that are going to start saving time, steps, and are going to speed that cycle time and remove steps from process.